Hi, and welcome to the headquarters of Tormek here in Lindesberg, to our exhibition hall, which we have in the vicinities of our museum and concept store here in Lindesberg. My name is Hugo. Today we're going to have a little tour of the exhibition of 2026 that's called The Edge. Behind the Edge, the talent, the tools, and the exceptional outcome. I have with me today our CEO, Samuel. We are going to discuss and talk a bit about the works and have a look on everything. The concept of this exhibition was your idea, to a certain extent at least.
Thank you. Yes, partly.
Yes. And we are going to examine what we are showing here today, which is the exceptional outcome. And that's the outcome of the talent who uses very sharp tools that can be sharpened on a Tormek to create these results. And what's a bit different from this exhibition from last year's, we have done, I think this is the fourth year.
Fourth time, yes.
Yeah. We are also putting a little bit of a spotlight on the tools, the actual tools used to chip away on the material and have the exceptional outcome forming behind it.
Exactly. No tool, no exceptional outcome. So that dimension we wanted to add. And it comes without saying, you need to have a tool chosen for each material that your craft is within, and that needs to be sharpened. So that is kind of the structure of this exhibition, to cover all of the aspects.
Yeah.
It is actually the fourth dimension covered in this, which is the material. So we have a couple of exhibitors that actually is from the material side of things.
Correct. Yes. So let's start and guide the viewers at home through this little ecosystem of sharpness and art.
Yes. So first out, Malmstens.
Yes, exactly. This is actually a school, a Swedish school, where a course is held on how to build a stool. Malmstens, Linköpings university, which is very renowned education for woodworking and carpentry and furniture design. So this course, you have the opportunity to create your own stool, and I remember when we unpacked all of these 26 pieces, stool after stool came out, all looking very different from one another. So I think it's a very nice example of human creativity and how something can be interpreted so very differently.
Yeah, the task is not only make a stool, it is also create whatever you like in the concept of a stool.
Yeah, so it's very wide, varies a lot. You can see both in materials, designs, sizes, and colors even. So it's very fascinating and a good example of what you can do.
Awesome. So that is wood, basically?
Mostly wood, and that is what captures your eye right when you enter the exhibition hall. Yeah.
Should we walk further to a completely different material?
Yeah. Something that's a bit harder than most woods is stone, and we have Annika Petersson, who is a Swedish stonemason, stone carver, letter designer, and so on, who through her company Inscriptorum does all this beautiful art. And I think it's quite fascinating what you can do with these tools that we can see from stone carving tools. But you actually can sharpen them, they're metallic. You need to have sharp tools to be able to carve stone. It's, for some reason in my head, that's kind of counterintuitive.
A little bit, yes.
Why you would need to have like a super sharp to carve stone, but...
and this is not just a stone, it actually has some kind of a function.
Yeah. So it's called a giant sundial gnomon, and it is the pointer on a sundial. So you bury it quite low in the ground, and you have a sundial around it, and the shadow falls on to a specific time that you can read as a sundial works.
A specific occasion that is important for you also personally. We had the pleasure to have Annika here on the start of this exhibition, and she told us, "Oh, guys, you need to fix the light." So if you can catch this, I will cover the actual lamp here and see. The thing is, when the light comes from the side upwards, downwards, it is actually giving the awesome effect of the carved letters.
Yeah, I'm looking through the camera here. It shows through very...
Cool, huh?
Yeah.
So we fixed the light.
Yeah, that's also, super cool that you can work with lighting as a means and a material almost, also when creating three-dimensional pieces.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Speaking about lighting, we have a shadow on the wall here.
Yes.
What does it show?
Yeah, here is something quite unusual for me, at least, to see exhibited. It's a violin bow made by Hans-Peter Rauber, one of two master violin bow makers in Sweden.
There you go.
Yeah, so that is what he does for a living. I think it's very fascinating and a piece of art that is meant to be used to create another piece of art, which is music.
I know very little about these items, but I can tell that it's very, very detailed and covers a few materials as well.
Yeah, I can imagine it's quite meticulous, doing all this bindings and...
Oh, we have a visitor. Do you see that? It's a spider.
Oh, wow. There's an extra string on the violin.
Oh, there. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and he uses tools from Karlsson, Hans Karlsson Klensmide. Hans Karlsson tools. They are world renowned for their hand carving tools. I myself have a couple of spoon knives from them, and it takes some time to get your hands on them actually. They're based in Motala in Sweden. They have hundreds of models of tools that they make, I think.
I recall 800 listed tools.
Yeah. And they're all sharpened on a Tormek machine for the final sharpness, right?
Right. We had the pleasure to visit them the other week, and we saw a Tormek 30 years old that had been running and running throughout breaks and years in a professional production environment, which is kind of cool. That really impressed me.
Yeah, I mean, you can be, as a CEO, you can be proud when you see those moments.
Yeah, that was a proud moment.
Nice. Should we move on to this little thing?
What is it? It's kind of a tree shape.
Yeah, it is our friend Urban Brötegård who has made a Christmas tree. Probably not what most people see in their minds when they hear the word Christmas tree today. This is an old Swedish tradition dating before we had Christmas trees in the sense we have today with decorations and a fir tree. These were used mostly in the southern of Sweden. I think this is a model based on previous models from Blekinge, the Swedish county. Yeah, and usually they had a base of horses and a top, which was some sort of bird, or in this case a rooster, and decorated with candles and apples, and put on the Christmas dinner table, both for decoration, but also to serve food on, like the apples that they had saved for the winter.
This is also an interesting story from Urban. He understood that it will not be possible to have real apples as it should during this exhibition. So he made wooden apples. Super nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful colors and beautiful handcraft.
Yeah. And he uses tools made by Djärv, also a Swedish small-scale family business run by Svante and his wife Elsa. They produce also very high quality, nice tools for hand woodworking, as you can see, regular carving knives, chip carving knives, and everything in between, adzes and dogleg gouges and what have you. Yeah. Really, I haven't met them, but I have followed them on Instagram for quite some time. They're very nice, fun couple. You want to be friends with them when you see them on their social media.
Hope to have them here someday.
Yeah,
welcome. So what have we?
Spoons.
A bunch of spoons.
Yeah, I mean in carving, wood carving in general, spoon carving is like a classic place to end up or start or work through. And here we have Kim McIntyre, who is all the way from the US. She has 7 spoons exhibited in different tree and shapes and forms and designs. And she uses tools from Woodcraft, the big US supplier and manufacturer of tools. We have a spoke shave on display as well.
Very nice, classic spoon, carved spoons.
Yeah.
Next piece.
Yes, here in the window in the corner we have a beautiful piece by Swedish Jenny Soddu, who is an ambassador of Morakniv, which you see knives from here in the foreground. And she has carved her hand. My hand is the title of the piece. And it's a celebration to her own hands, from which she can create so many things. The hand as an enabler of creativity and art. It's a simple somehow, but striking piece. I'm sure it's not simple to carve, but simplicity and an idea that is still very powerful, I think.
Absolutely, and love the celebration of the hand in this context.
Yeah.
There's also one layer within handicraft that is actually crucial.
Correct.
What is this then? This is a little bit different.
Yeah. Yes. This is a UK artist, woodturner Mark Sanger, who has carved this hollow form using tools from Crown hand tools. And it's always fascinating to me when you have this hollow form with such a small opening and it's hollowed out. I mean, this is wood that has been turned. So you need both some specialty tools to be able to do this, but also, of course, very much skill.
Oh yeah, and I can understand that these are not the tools used for specifically do the hollow shape, right?
No, probably. I mean, this is a spindle gouge and I don't know what the large one's called exactly from the top of my head, but I'm sure you can use a spindle gouge to shape the outside, and to a certain extent at least.
And the appearance of this is also a little bit different since it's colored with a specific technique.
Yeah, it's airbrushed, which is quite unusual, I think, for this type of craft. So it has a very unique appearance in that sense. I mean, we are used in the Swedish Sloyd tradition, seeing like milk paint and stuff like that. Yeah. So it's nice to have something also sticking out in that sense.
So in the corner, Karesuandokniven.
Yes, this is a Swedish knife making company, a company who makes the tools. As we mentioned beforehand, also that they are a maker and has their knives shown here. It's a collection of mushroom knife used for picking mushrooms. They have an outdoor knife and an axe, a small hatchet for outdoor life, and it's all put together by Agnes Theberg, who's an ambassador of theirs, showing the tools in their how they should be used, really. Nice. And it's a small company based in the north of Sweden. Karesuandokniven has a history of creating Sami knives. That's what they made them famous for.
Right.
Sami style knives.
So this is one of the examples that I mentioned in the beginning about the material, right?
Exactly. We have a Bunka model knife by Fredrik Spåre, who is quite local from Örebro, just a half an hour from here. And he has made this knife with steel from Damasteel, which is powder Damascus, and it is stainless powder Damascus. So this is, I think, a patented solution on how to create a steel, Damascus steel. Many people know of forge welding Damascus, folding it over and over to make different patterns. Here they have these droplets that we see in the pile at the bottom here of steel that they create, and then they, under huge amounts of pressure and heat, they can make patterns very exactly with huge precision. So it's very impressive. And the steel which we see in this knife is called blue tongue. So it's the pattern.
Very skilled knife maker, Fredrik, and I know he also offers classes. You can forge your own knife if you want.
Yes, I might have joined one.
That's on my wish list.
Yeah, it was super fun, and he's very knowledgeable and a good teacher as well. I can vouch for.
And he uses Tormek in his production. Right? He
uses the side of the diamond grinding wheel in his production to straighten out to get the completely straight edge after grinding. So that is his very specific, very particular use of the Tormek. He used to do it on a horizontal, high-speed grindstone before, but it was he was very close to having a very bad resulting accident. So he stepped away from that and started using slow rotating Tormek instead.
Nice.
Yes.
So now switching to a different country of origin.
Yes.
We're in Czech Republic.
Yes. Roman Slani is a master wood carver from Czechia, and he has made this beautiful carving of vines on this old cuckoo clock. And apparently there's a tradition from where he origins, South Bohemia. Let me just double check my cheat note here. No, South Maria, I think, might be the terminology. Anyways, yeah, he's I think he mentioned 3rd generation wood carver, and he also teaches classes with Tormek. He has 3 Tormek machines. He was very proud. He said in Czechia, 3 Tormek machines is very much. So he holds woodworking classes, teaches children on both how to carve and how to sharpen, and he has classes for grown-ups as well. Uses tools from Czech tool brand Narex. They were here visiting us also a couple weeks ago for the opening of the exhibition.
True treasure.
Yeah.
And it works.
Yeah.
We
just haven't wound it up.
Exactly.
Since
and
we are close.
Also to be clear, and that which I think is kind of interesting, that he didn't make the actual clock, but he kind of did a remake of
gave
of
it
an old clock.
Some flourish.
Exactly. Back to Sweden.
Yeah.
From Czech Republic, and here we have a talent maybe known to quite a few in the slöjd community.
Yes, Swedish slöjd legend Jögge Sundqvist, who has this beautiful shrink pot. It's called the 4 walls. So it has 4 walls of the craft, really. You have the side that represents material, tools, tradition, and folk art. Beautiful classic Swedish carving. Uses tools from Lie-Nielsen. We see in the box here, we also see his hand plane from Lie-Nielsen. Beautiful brass.
Love it.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I feel like a magpie whenever I see shiny brass. I want to grab it.
And I think someday I will make a shrink pot myself.
Yeah, it's on the to-do list. I have actually made one.
Really?
Yeah, but I wouldn't dare to show it here. But I just remembered when I was a child, I made one. Yes.
So this is a box that
Yes.
can appear completely different, and we will show you. This is super nice, and also it is made by the receiver of the Tormek scholarship this year.
Yes, Jonte Ramsten.
Who dares to touch this bit? As a visitor, you cannot touch it, obviously, but this needs to be revealed and opened.
Yes, this is. He has drawn inspiration from the theater scene. So the piece is called Black Box. It's his the piece he did for his examination from furniture making school. Let's reveal what's inside. So it opens up.
Maybe you should come on this side, Victor, when we
Let me
open
just
it.
So here the stage opens.
And this technique,
Yes.
making this image with different types of wood, what's it called?
Intarsia, we call it in Swedish. I think it is intarsia in English as well.
I think so.
Intarsia. So here we have the beautiful pattern designed by a colleague, student of his, and the key, which is the smiling faces of the theater. And let me see if I can unlock this securely. And you can see the mechanism on the other side, which keeps this opening smooth. It's counterweight. So you have this very beautiful construction and what goes on behind. So it looks quite different now from when it was just a closed black box. We have the stage here with the centerpiece, and this was given to him, I think, by one of his teachers before he got into the program to make this. He was given this Malmsten ore, piece of ore for Malmstens. In Swedish means ore.
The name of the school is Malmstens, to be.
Yes, with the same one that has the course to make the stools that we have looked at in the start.
I can imagine that there's a few hours behind this imagery.
Yeah.
Not only the actual piece of furniture, but also the imagery is awesome.
Yeah, it must take a lot of patience and dedication to make something so detailed.
And if I understand correctly, the images are made in verse.
Right.
So you make it backside up and fix it together.
Yeah. As if it wasn't complicated enough.
Already,
Yeah.
Fantastic
A
piece.
beautiful piece and a very deserving recipient of the Tormek scholarship.
Oh, yes. Next Swede up, Nils Ögren.
Yeah, he has been here before, and he's an ambassador of Tormek. And what we see here is something that probably is a bit outside of his comfort zone. It's a pair of scissors. He usually makes access. He's not only a Tormek ambassador, but also a YouTuber. So on YouTube, he makes many exciting projects and tries techniques and combines techniques and does very fun stuff.
And if I also remember correctly, he got the idea of making a pair of scissors from us sending him the new scissors jig, right?
Yeah. So that's how he described it. At least that he got the new scissors jig in the mail when we were launching it, and I have never made a pair of scissors before. So he has made, and this is Damascus that he has made himself. So it's forge welded and quite beautiful, and it works.
Have you tried it?
Very good. No, I haven't tried it. I have seen him try it, and he says it works. I have seen it on tape, so sufficient proof has been dealt.
It is perhaps for sale, the sign says.
Yeah.
If the bid is right.
Yeah, he can consider bids above approximately $1,100 US.
Yeah.
10,000 Swedish crowns.
But
he really likes it and uses it himself.
True, and his full-time job is YouTubing, so he doesn't really sell stuff.
No. Here we have a screen where we can see right now actually the part of the making of the scissors.
Yeah.
Good
And a few other in the making videos also. When you come here, you can see
it's
some of the pieces made.
Loop of I think 5 or 6 videos, something like that.
Yeah.
And one being Nils making the scissors.
Nice.
Yeah, grimy etching with Damascus. Cool.
Tärnsjö Garveri, another example of the material.
Right, which is leather, since Tärnsjö is tannery. Tärnsjö Garveri means Tärnsjö tannery. So we have a long-standing relationship with Tärnsjö, longer than both you and I have relationships with Tormek, I think.
Oh yes, they are our supplier.
Yeah, and have been for many years. So the leather that is on the leather honing wheels of all of our machines, that has a leather honing wheel, I should say, is leather from Tärnsjö Garveri. And what is a bit special with them is that they have natural tanning. So they do everything without any suspicious chemicals and so on. But they also have a saddlery or a leather making business and workshop in their at their premises.
Exactly, and we had the pleasure also to visit this facility some time back, and it is really special. In one end of the facility, there's quite unpleasant smell of what do we call it when it comes to the hides?
Yeah,
when it's not really become leather yet.
Yeah, the raw hides. Yeah,
raw hides. In the end of the process, we have beautiful, very lovely smell of leather, and also the saddlery where they make fantastic pieces.
Yep. We have a briefcase here to exemplify. It's a 3-in-1 briefcase, and there's a dog collar
and also you should mention the tools that they're using. Quite specific leather craft tools.
Yeah, the Half Moon knife. It's a staple for leather makers. I don't know the name of the other knife. Do you know it?
No, I'll pass on that one. Sorry.
But it's used to thin out the edges for the leather. I've seen it in use. Very nice.
Yep, a little bit of a challenge to sharpen, but it can be done very well on the Tormek.
Definitely, yeah. And we saw Tormeks in their production as well when we were there and visiting. Yeah.
So, speaking about senses, this is very special for us to have this piece.
Yeah,
he's been here as an exhibitor before.
Mm-hmm. Chris Fisher, or as he's also known online, the blind wood turner.
Mm-hmm.
And that name says it all and amazes people every time I say it out loud.
He is completely blind and turns wood with sharp tools.
Yeah, it's very fascinating what he's able to accomplish. This is his piece called Deco Archipelago, with an Art Deco inspiration in the design, and he uses tools from Henry Taylor tools, wood turning tools.
And this is he also sharpens his tools himself. He uses the SVD 186R, obviously, and what's special about that jig is it is a little bit of a tactile feel to it, so you can actually hear and feel the setting.
He said it's very useful for him that he can use his senses to understand which setting he's on. So he has this tool which reads out when you put the recipe on the ferrule, and then he knows how to set those settings with the sound and clicks that the jigs make. Super impressive.
Yeah.
And also such a nice guy, based in the UK.
From UK over to Turkey.
Yeah. Here we have a display of works from Galip Agirkaya, a Turkish relief carver who carves a lot, has a huge following on social media. What he has carved here, he uses tools from Kirschen, I can say. Classic German chisel maker, maker of hand tools. And he, for this exhibition and for them, he made 2 portraits of the founder of Kirschen. I think it's William, I think he's called. Wilhelm, sorry. So that's the founder of Kirschen. And it's also very fun to see. I think you mentioned when we had everything in the room, or I don't know if it was you, Samuel, or if it was someone else, but the differences in technique and tradition. You can quite clearly see the difference in these works from, for example, the classic Swedish slöjd tradition. And more maybe geometric straight lines and so on. It's fun.
Yeah, and we had the pleasure to spend a couple of days with Galip here. He speaks no English, which is interesting, but with modern technique we had a mobile cell phone in our hands and had the direct translation on. Very gentle and humble man.
Yes, super nice. Somehow it was easy to communicate with him without the language. I mean, you can say a lot without words even.
Oh yeah. This is an interesting piece. That I like, with a story.
This is Michael Schwinbacher. He resides in Italy and makes Alp wood turning, wood of the Alps. This is a piece that he found on 2,000 meters, 2,200 meters height in the Alps, the wood. And then he made the piece, I should say.
So that's what he does. He collects the wood in the Alps where he also lives, and then he brings it back home and finds out what to turn, and the outcome can be like this. And what is also special with this is that it's end grain, which makes it a little bit special. Usually you use and turn the other way around, right? The effect, if I understand correctly, is that it cracks.
It can crack. It's easier to have cracks when the wood dries.
And what's also impressive is that it's turned in one piece.
I thought first time when I looked at it, I didn't look very closely, but when I then read that it had been carved in one piece, I thought this must be some sort of mistake because clearly the legs weren't turned. But then inspecting it, you can see that they are carved from the same piece, which is quite fascinating. And it has a very distinct smell also. Pine smell of a pine tree. And when he found it, it had been felled by a human hand like 150, 200 years ago and been forgotten there and affected by time, and he lets the time also take part in the art and leaving the traces of time in the work as well, which is kind of cool. He was also here for the opening. Super nice guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He represents Stubai.
Yes.
In terms of tools.
Yes. Renown.
Exactly, and we have another ambassador represented by Stubai over here, also Italian.
Yes, Gianluigi Sieni. It's a wood sculpture, and he here is represented with 2 pieces. This one is the boy carved sitting on a toxic barrel, fishing barrel of toxic waste, something like that, with a gas mask. So it's he usually carves pieces and has a message and environmental commentary or so on. So this one is called Toxic Legacy, this piece. And moving up into the sky, we have the piece that it's called Suspended Ecosystems, where he has carved models of wild animals and trapped them inside plastic bottles. We have a shark, a penguin, a whale, a manta ray, and some sort of manatee maybe.
Nice. Speaking about Stubai and their tools, what we see here is the first example of a collaboration between Tormek and Stubai, where they actually shape their tools from a Tormek recipe and prints it on the tool. So that is the first time this happens.
So you can directly recreate the exact shape without having to do any altering of the angles and so on. Super convenient.
Very much so.
Yeah. Not to make this into a commercial.
That wasn't our purpose.
Yeah.
Maybe we could make it into a commercial to visit the exhibition, right?
Yes.
And us here in Lindesberg.
Please do.
And if to make that also super clear, this exhibition hall is right next to our small museum telling the Tormek story. We have also the small concept store. Everything connected to the actual factory. So this is where Tormek machines are made.
Yes. Every single Tormek machine made after 1978 is made here. So if you come and visit us and you have a Tormek machine, chances are it was made just meters away. But yes, please come visit us here in Lindesberg. You have on our site, tormek.com, all the information you need. We'll probably put a link in the description here as well to some direct information about opening hours, directions, and so on. We would also like to thank you for watching. If you are watching this and don't have the opportunity to come here, or if you're watching this after the exhibition has closed, it's open for the summer of 2026. Please comment down below any thoughts you have on the exhibition. If you have any ideas on what you would like us to show later on in our exhibition hall. That's always interesting to explore and to understand what our community is interested in seeing.
Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Hugo, and hope to see you this summer. Welcome to Tormek.
See you.